Good morning and welcome back to the classes. In the last few classes, we were discussing about the continent of Europe, location, political divisions and physical features. Today also we will continue with the same chapter but with a new topic, that is Europe, political divisions. The three incidents which were happened during 1990s has changed the political map of Europe. These three incidents were the unification of East and the West Germany in 1990s, disintegration of former USSR in 1991, and the breaking up of Yugoslavia in 1991. At present, Europe is politically divided into 8. First, Scandinavian countries. The Scandinavian countries include Norway, Sweden and Denmark. Sometimes Iceland and Finland are also considered as a part of the Scandinavian countries. Together these 5 countries are called Nordic countries and are united by economic factors. The second political division of Europe, that is Western Europe. The Western Europe includes United Kingdom, France and the Low Countries. United Kingdom is a part of British Islands, which comprises of more than 6,000 islands. United Kingdom includes main island Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Great Britain includes Scotland, England and Wales. The island of Ireland has 2 divisions. They are, the southern part of Ireland is called the Republic of Ireland and the northern part of Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. Now let us study about the Low Countries. Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg are known as Low Countries because they are made up of lowlands. Actually, they are located below sea level. These 3 countries are also called Benelux countries. B stands for Belgium, NE for Netherlands and Lux for Luxembourg. Nether means low, hence it is called Netherlands. Part of Netherlands lies below sea level. The Netherlands is also known as Holland. Then the 4th division, that is Southern Europe or Iberian Peninsula. It is located in the extreme southwestern part of Europe and includes the sovereign states of Spain, Portugal, Andorra, parts of France as well as the British overseas territory of Gibraltar. Then the 5th division, that is Italian or Apennine Peninsula. It is also located in the south of Europe and contains the states of Italy, San Marino and Vatican City. Central Europe. Central Europe includes Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic and Slovakia. Then Balkan state. The countries on the Balkan Peninsula in the southeast Europe include Siberia, Albania, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, Greece, Kosovo, Republic of Macedonia, Montenegro, Romania, Slovenia and Turkey. Now let us study the last division, that is Eastern Europe or the Baltic states. The largest country of Russia lies partially in Europe and partially in Asia. The largest country, Russia, which is located partially in Europe and partially in Asia, and it is separated by the Ural Mountains. Earlier, Russia was a part of the USSR, which was broken in 1991 into Russia and 14 other independent countries. 9 of these countries are in Europe. They are Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia, Armenia and Azerbaijan. Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia bordering the Baltic Sea are together known as Baltic states. Now let us study about the European Union. The association of European nations known as European Union. What is European Union? European Union is the association of European nations. It is a political and economic organization or a union that consists of many countries in Europe. The European Union came into force on 1st November 1993 with the Treaty of Maastricht and has 28 member countries. It was formed for the purpose of achieving political and economic integration, reducing trade barriers and increasing cooperation among its members. Besides the protection of natural environment, the exploitation of alternative sources of energy to achieve the development of Europe become the core vision of the Union. European nations were the first to embrace, ratify and follow the international agreements for greenhouse gas reduction. Traditional agricultural and manufacturing are being followed with the advanced technological solutions to increase the production. Its transportation and communication facilities or infrastructure is the most efficient in the world. Europeans have a vision of a peaceful society with a high quality of life and which they have successfully achieved. That is the end of today's class. Thank you very much for listening to the class.